Welcome to the Cinch SPFL Scottish Football Roundup, with all the highlights from an action-packed weekend in the Cinch Championship, League 1 and League 2. Coming up, Scott Brown's last-minute screamer reignites the championship title race in a Friday night epic. Falkirk move 11 points clear at the top of League 1 with a massive win over second-placed Hamilton. And Alfie Stewart's added time goal seals a point for the Blue Toon in a 6-goal thriller at Station Park. The Championship's top two clashed at Starks Park on Friday evening. Dundee United looking dangerous early on, with Tony Watt forcing an excellent save from Kevin Dabrowski to keep things level. But it would be the hosts who would find the opening goal. 9 minutes on the clock when Zach Rudden squeezed this one in beyond Jack Walton. The on-loan Dundee striker with his first goal since making the switch to Kirkcaldy. The away side battled hard to find an equalising goal soon after. Louis Moult lasting this effort just over the crossbar. Raith were handed a golden opportunity to make it 2-0 when a misplaced pass made its way to Josh Mullen, but the midfielder couldn't finish. And Mullen would get another crack at goal before the break. Played in behind the United defence by a neat ball from Rudden, but his first time effort was well saved by Walton. United kept plugging away in search of a leveller, with Moult the focal point, but Dabrowski continued to deny the striker. That was until the 39th minute, when the away side levelled things up. Ross Graham's powerful header being glanced in by Moult for 1-1. The striker with his 12th in all competitions for United. And the away side had a chance to overturn the deficit when Glenn Middleton found space in the Rovers' box, but he was excellently shut down by Raith keeper Dabrowski. United carried their attacking momentum into the second half, Captain Watt having a go from the edge of the box but firing over the top. The chances kept coming for United, but the finishing touch continued to elude. This header from Graham going wide of the post. It seemed as though the game was destined to end level. That was until the 89th minute, when Raith substitute Scott Brown let fly from outside the box and scored one of the goals of the season. An incredible strike from the midfielder and a potentially pivotal moment in the title race. There would though be one last chance for the away side right at the death. A dangerous ball into the area, with Kevin Holt's goal-bound header requiring more Dabrowski heroics to keep the ball out the net. 2-1 Raith the final score in a pulsating Friday night fixture. Partick Thistle travel to the Highlands aiming to pick up their first away win in the league since December. Brian Graham denied an early opener by Mark Ridgers. In a first half of few opportunities, the opening goal came from an unlikely source. On-loan defender Cammy Kerr giving Cali the lead with an excellent strike on 27 minutes. Kerr with his first goal since November 2022. Both sides struggled to create clear chances in the first half. Charlie Gilmore trying his luck from range for the hosts, but missing the target. Into the second half, and Cali pushed for an early second goal. 54 minutes gone when a corner kick was nodded home by new signing Remy Savage for 2-0. The former Newcastle United defender with his first goal since moving north of the border. From here, things would start to open up in an attacking sense. Thistle pulling a goal back just 10 minutes later through a neat finish from Aidan Fitzpatrick. The attacker in the right place at the right time for this one. And the Jags would be handed a huge chance to level things up on 77 minutes. Referee Grant Irvin handing Chris Doolan's side a spot kick for a foul on Scott Robinson. A penalty kick which was confidently dispatched by Thistle talisman Graham to make it 2-2 in the Highlands. The Jags' main man coming up trumps with an excellent finish. But parity would only last 2 minutes. The home side forcing their way into the Partick Thistle box in the 79th minute, with Nathan Shaw there to make it 3-2. A 4th league goal of the season for the former Blackpool youth. But in a goal-laden second half, things weren't quite done yet. 86 minutes on the clock when a game of head tennis ended with a thumping strike from Graham for 3-3. A brilliant finish which gave Ridgers no chance in the Cali net. There would be one final flashpoint in the match. Cali midfielder Max Anderson shown a straight red card in the 90th minute for a foul on Luke Macbeth. 3 each the final score on an interesting afternoon in Inverness. Ayr travelled to Lanarkshire knowing that a win would move them above the Diamonds in the table. Anton Dowds got the honest men off to a flyer, scoring after just 9 minutes. An excellent finish from one of the division's most talented forwards. Airdrie would begin to create chances of their own shortly after. Cammy Ballantyne with a volleyed attempt after good work from Lewis McGregor. It was a fairly even first half at the Excelsior, Ayr going close to doubling their lead through Sean McGinty, whose header was well watched by Josh Ray. And the home side would level things up in the 26th minute. Mason Hancock with silky footwork before laying one on for Ballantyne, who made it 1-1. Airdrie's fullbacks combining to great effect. And the hosts almost made it 2-1 soon after. A teasing ball from Ballantyne finding McGregor, who nodded just wide. The second half saw Ayr start quickly once again. Jamie Murphy capitalising on slack play from the Airdrie defence on 48 minutes, before setting up Dowds with a neat back heel who provided the finish. Excellent skills from Murphy and an icy cool finish from Dowds. Airdrie keeper Ray was shown a yellow card in the 78th minute for handling the ball outside the area. This led to quick thinking from Ayr's Logan Chalmers, whose sharply taken free kick set Dowds up to complete his hat-trick. The striker notching his first treble since January 2022. The home side though kept fighting for a way back into the game. A free kick in the 84th minute leading to a penalty box scramble, with Craig Watson there to make it 3-2. But it was too little, too late. Ayr heading back to Somerset with the points in the bag. Dunfermline welcomed Arbroath to East End for a tense bottom of the table clash. The Pars making the breakthrough just 18 minutes in, thanks to a headed effort from Malachi Fagan Walcott. A first goal for the club for the on-loan Cardiff City defender. The hosts were well on top in the early going in this one. Ewan Otto going close to making it 2 with a header which was well saved by Max Boric. The chances kept on coming for Dunfermline. Another Cardiff City loanee, Xavier Benjamin, blazing this one over the top. It would take until after the break for Arbroath to show their attacking credentials. Defender Tam O'Brien levelling the scores in the 52nd minute with a thumping header. The Lichty skipper with his second league goal of the season. Chris Kane will be keen to rediscover his best scoring form during his loan spell at East End. He went close to scoring a sensational goal after a misplaced clearance from Boric. With the scores level, Dunfermline looked the more likely side to find a winner. Michael O'Halloran with a good run here, with the finish only meeting the side netting. Arbroath almost score a carbon copy of their equaliser from a corner kick. Colin Hamilton though unable to hit the target. Dunfermline kept plugging away and creating chances late into the game. A wicked ball from Paul Allen being nodded wide by Otto here. And the Pars would go even closer right at the death. Striker Kane seeing one crash off the post, with Chris Hamilton's effort on the follow-up being cleared off the line. A point apiece on a frustrating afternoon for James McPake's side. Two of the division's form teams met at Hampden Park on Saturday. Queen's top scorer Rory Payton making his presence felt early on. Morton striker George Oakley has garnered a lot of attention thanks to some of his recent displays. He almost made it 1-0, but was denied by Callum Ferry. Oakley was Morton's main attacking threat in an even first half. The striker though was unable to find the net in the first period. Queen's midfielder Jack Turner hoped to follow up last weekend's goal with another here, but his strike blazed well over the top. Chances kept coming for both sides after the break. Dom Thomas working an angle for a shot for the Spiders, which was well held by Ryan Mullen. The game's best chance would fall to the away side, the ball breaking to Oakley in the penalty area, with the Englishman denied by an incredible reflex save from Ferry to keep things level. Morton kept on creating chances, but couldn't force a way past Ferry, who was determined to keep a clean sheet. It ended goalless at the National Stadium. Here's a look at the latest standings in the Cinch Championship after an exciting weekend of football. Raith Rovers narrowed the gap at the top of the table to 1 point after a huge win over Dundee United. Ayr United leapfrogged Airdrie into 5th place thanks to the Honest Men's 3-2 win in Lanarkshire, while the gap between 9th place Dunfermline and 10th place Arbroath remains 6 points after their draw at East End Park.
Interesting to note that Leaky Day is back in defence for Hamilton today. He of course missed the December match against Falkirk. He's been missing for a wee while, but he is deemed to be back fit now as Henderson is dispossessed by McDonald. Slips it through for O'Hara. And it's an important save by Nicky Hogarth. The Accies keeper manages to clear it away from danger for now. It's cheaply given away though to Calvin Miller. Miller looks to set himself and strike! It's saved by Smith! Oh goodness me! Up against Longridge. Morrison delivers early. It's another teasing ball. Spencer will keep it alive. Plays it into Nesbitt. There's McKeever. Now it's Cal Morrison! Again well up by Henderson. Spencer. It's a lovely ball in behind for Ross McKeever. McKeever lays it towards Nesbitt. It comes for Morrison! Falkirk strike first yet again! And guess who? Cal Morrison!
You know, McDonald maybe got a little bit of a nick in.
McKeever does well to find Yates. Ball into Miller. Has support in Aidan Nesbitt! Oh, and it's another good save from Smith. There's McKeever! I tell you what, it's a great save from Jamie Smith. But Ross McKeever doing what all good strikers do, following in and getting his reward. 2-0 Falkirk. And just how spirits have lifted and how this team is playing as well. It's absolutely night and day as Falkirk go looking for more. It's Miller! It's 3! And you know what? It's Calvin Miller again. Runs into Yates. Does well to keep possession. Looks for McDonald, who strikes one from distance, and tell you what, it was a decent effort from Kel McDonald. Inside to Davidson. Accies looking to try and utilise their pace in behind. Akeem Rose goes through, and they pulled one back. It's 3-1.
How's that not offside?
Yates goes across and Morrison stabs it away. Great header from McKeever. Morrison in a foot race here with Dylan McGowan. Cal Morrison bearing down on goal. Morrison! Plenty of options in red and white in the area. It's another curling ball in. Up goes Rose, and it's 3-2. Hamilton pull a second goal back, and it's Akeem Rose once again. This game is far from done. Another ball swung in deep into the Falkirk box. It's an overhead kick, and it's saved by Hogarth. Morrison has the jump on Longridge. Morrison shifts inside. Morrison challenged, a fair challenge. Nesbitt. Spencer doing really well, pokes it forward to McKeever. Lays off to Spencer. Falkirk again get going on the counter-attack. It's a heavy touch from McKeever, but he does well to dig out a ball into the area. Here's Cal Morrison. Spencer! Oh, what a chance! What a chance!
Alloa welcomed Cove to the Rex as the race for the playoffs continued to heat up. Cove showing early signs of life, with Romain Burrell seeing a goal-bound effort blocked on the line. Top scorer Burrell has been in red-hot form this season. The striker, though, well kept out by PJ Morrison on this occasion. Alloa have been excellent in recent weeks, the hosts winning themselves a penalty kick on 42 minutes when Taylor Stephen was fouled by Mark Reynolds. Captain Scott Taggart stepped up and powered the ball beyond Cove keeper Nick Suman to open the scoring. Taggart has scored in each of the last 2 meetings between the sides. And Alloa would carry their momentum into the second half. On-loan striker Bobby Wales going through in the 53rd minute and doubling the Wasps' advantage. Wales with 7 goals in his last 8 Alloa appearances. Cove, though, continued to create chances of their own. The Toonsers pulling a goal back in the 71st minute through an excellent header from Kyle Connell. The away side having the deficit with less than 20 minutes to play. But Alloa weren't quite done yet. The Wasps restoring their 2-goal lead just 2 minutes later thanks to a brilliant finish from the informed Stephen. The on-loan winger following up last weekend's Derby winner with another cracker. Cove went close to pulling one back when Burrell went through, but again Morrison kept the striker at bay. And the home side would add a 4th before time. Stephen keeping cool in the 85th minute to add his 2nd of the afternoon. The winger has been excellent for Andy Graham's side in recent weeks. Alloa, though, would find themselves down to 10 men late into the game. David Mackay sent off for a heavy tackle on Ola Lawal. But the away side were unable to make the man advantage count. Mohamed Niang denied another consolation goal by the Alloa defence. 4-1 the final score as the Wasps go marching on. Another pair of playoff chasers faced off in Angus on Saturday, but it was the home side who came flying out the traps. Blair Lions giving Montrose the lead inside the first minute. A lightning quick start for Stuart Petrie's side. And Montrose could have had a second just minutes later. Graham Webster with a chance, which was well saved by Kyle Gourley. But the second goal didn't take too long to arrive. Neat play setting up Andrew Steeves to score in the 25th minute. A rare goal for the Lynx Park favourite. Kilty began to spring into life soon after. Striker Joe McGlynn seeing a goal-bound strike cleared away by Paul Watson. The goal would eventually come for the away side after the break. An hour gone when Rhys Lyon set up former Moleman Craig Johnston to make it 2-1. The striker made the switch from Angus to Fife in the summer months. And just 4 minutes later, Johnston was added again. The striker powering his way into the Montrose box and levelling the scores. Johnston taking his tally to 7 in all competitions this season. Moments later, Kelty had a chance to complete an incredible turnaround, but Lyon's shot was incredibly kept out by Cammy Gill to keep the score at 2-2. From there, Montrose would regain control, and the home side retook the lead in the 77th minute, thanks to a back post header from Webster. The midfielder with his third goal in his last 3 outings. And Montrose would put the game beyond doubt in added time, Kane Hester adding his name to the score sheet in the 95th minute. The perfect afternoon for Stuart Petrie's side. The fight to avoid the relegation playoff continued as Annan played Stirling at Gallowbank. The home side going a goal up after just 4 minutes through Matty Douglas. The defender notching his first goal of the campaign. But Stirling came back fighting and found an equalising goal in the 12th minute. Kieran Offord slotting the ball beyond Jacques Herity for 1-1. The on-loan St Mirren man opening his Stirling account in style. It was a fairly even encounter early on at Gallowbank. Annan's Benjamin Lusant going close to retaking the lead, but well kept out by Blair Curry. Annan's momentum carried into the second period. Lusant again threatening, but his strike deflecting over the crossbar. Newcastle United loanee Michael Ndweni has impressed since joining Annan. He gave the home side the lead on 58 minutes, taking advantage of a defensive mix-up from Stirling. A first Cinch League One goal for a player who made his Premier League debut against Chelsea in November. Stirling had chances to level things up at Gallowbank. Ross McGeechee's header just unable to squeeze through a sea of bodies on the line. And the Beano's best chance of an equaliser would fall to Jordan McGregor, but the defender's header flew agonisingly past the post. Annan holding on for a crucial home victory. The Citizens hope to pick up just their third home win of the season at home to Queen of the South. Ollie McDonald's stooping header going close to opening the scoring for City. The home side looked bright in the first half of this one. On loan Malik Zaid jinking his way through the Queen's defence, but the finish somewhat lacking. Queens began to create more chances of their own after the break. Joel Mumbongo smashing this one just over the City crossbar. But the strikers' hard work would pay off in the 71st minute. Mumbongo beating the offside trap and finishing coolly beyond Rory Adams for 1-0. The striker with his first goal since making the loan switch from Hamilton. Queens had chances to put the game to bed at Meadowbank. Mumbongo will be disappointed he didn't make more of this chance. And in the 96th minute, City threw everyone forward for a corner kick. The ball dropping in the Queen's box, with City goalkeeper Adams there to stab it home and equalise. An incredible end to the game, with City's stopper rightfully grabbing the headlines. Here's a look at the latest standings in Cinch League One after the weekend's football. Falkirk extended their lead at the top of the table to 11 points after a huge win over nearest challengers Hamilton. Alloa tightened their grip on third place with a statement victory over Cove Rangers, while Montrose are up in fourth after an impressive home win over Kelty. The Loons played host to Peterhead at Station Park. Both sides looking bright early on, with Kieran Shanks denied an opening goal thanks to some last-ditch Forfar defending. The opening goal would only take 13 minutes to arrive. Former Peterhead striker Russell McLean firing the Loons a goal up with a brilliant finish. An excellent goal, McLean's third for Forfar since joining in January. And the striker could have had another soon after. McLean with an excellent glancing header, which was well beaten away by Stuart McKenzie. Despite fighting at opposite ends of the table, Forfar looked sharp in attack here. The hosts making it 2-0 in the 37th minute through Stuart Morrison. A brilliant finish on the half turn from the experienced midfielder. And Forfar would complete a first half blitz in the 2nd minute of stoppage time. McLean powering home his second of the game to make it 3-0 to Forfar. An incredible first half display from the team from Angus. Peterhead faced an uphill battle after the break, but began laying foundations for a comeback in the 50th minute when Rory McAllister pulled one back. A brilliant first time finish from the Blue Tomb goal machine. And McAllister went close to doubling his tally with this headed effort, but was kept out by the crossbar this time round. The attacking play from Peterhead was relentless in the second half. Another chance coming for McAllister, but again he was unable to convert. But Peterhead would eventually pull a second goal back in the 79th minute. Fullback Flynn Duffy ghosting in at the back post to make it 3-2. Game on with just over 10 minutes remaining. The away side kept knocking on the door late into the game, the all-important equalising goal coming in the 95th minute, when teenager Alfie Stewart poked home past Mark McCallum. An incredible end to a pulsating match at Station Park. League leaders Stenhousemuir made the long journey north to Borough Briggs on Saturday, but it was Elgin with the game's first big chance. Deshaun Golding kept out by the woodwork and Keith Bray denied by an offside flag. The opening goal would arrive in the 17th minute of the match. Nat Weatherburn heading home a pinpoint cross for the away side. Weatherburn with his first goal since March last year. But Elgin would be handed a great chance to level things up just 10 minutes later, after referee Duncan Williams awarded the hosts a spot kick for a foul in the area. Russell Dingwall confidently dispatched the penalty to level the scores at 1-1. Dingwall with his 6th of the season in all competitions. And the hosts would build upon the equalising goal by taking the lead in the 37th minute. A stunning strike from Brian Cameron making it 2-1 to the Black and Whites. Elgin looking to continue their excellent home form with another big performance. After the break, Elgin went hunting down a third goal. A good opportunity dropping for attacker Golding, who couldn't find the net. And as they so often have this season, Stenhousemuir found their way to goal again on 56 minutes. Ewan O'Reilly powering home an equaliser into the bottom corner of the net. A brilliant finish from one of the best players in Cinch League 2. Not happy with the draw, the Warriors continued to cause the Elgin defence issues, but the home side's backline stood firm to keep hold of a valuable point. 2-2 the final score at Borough Briggs.
Take their head onto it.
Spartans have a two-man wall, presumably hoping to block the near post. Forrest plays it into the front of the box. It's headed goalwards, and that's a corner.
Corner.
Nice from Forrest. Pokes it through to Craig Ross. Now Robertson. Scott Robertson on Booth. He plays it into Orr.
Must be.
And it's in!
Tamor, number one.
Pokes it home. Lovely play by Robertson and Ross. Now it's headed back in by Watson, still there. Dangerous times. Booth takes a shot, and
it was quite a body for Bud to
it
lift
was.
that,
It kind of touched the ground just in front of Budenaukas.
There's a foul.
Robertson prevented from getting to that ball there.
James
Dolan
Dolan's
goes
onside.
off
He'll
and
beat
chase.
speed in that far
He
side.
certainly beat Watson for pace there. Watson's in
inside.
front of him though. Dolan into Matty Grant.
Oh.
It's spilled by Blake Blair Carswell. Danger here. Henderson. Played into the box. Substitute. Tips as a shot.
That's the Nar ball.
Keep it tight. We didn't get to that one. Blocked again. Bradley White plays it. Problems here. And that's a goal. And I'll tell you what, persistence for Spartans.
Anyway.
Absolute signal for Stranraer.
You think Spartans will win the World Cup?
Almost 5 minutes into injury time.
Yeah.
And it comes right into the danger area.
Oh, brilliant.
That's a goal. And that is a goal gifted to Spartans by Mr. Shepherd. 5 minutes of injury time. And I've got absolutely no idea where he's got 5 minutes of injury time from. And that is robbery. Fair play to Spartans for battling on.
Clyde have plenty of ground to make up if they're to avoid a 10th place finish this season. Striker Martin Rennie pulled a rabbit out the hat in the 12th minute of this one with a brilliant strike for 1-0. Rennie with his first goal in just over a month. Clyde were well on top in the first half, the Bully Wee going close to making it 2 through Jordan Allen, who was well kept out by the Dumbarton defence. Allen was in the thick of things all game long for Clyde, the striker shown a yellow card on the half-hour mark by referee Alistair Grieve. Dumbarton have plenty of talented attackers in their ranks. Aaron Healy will be disappointed he didn't make more of this excellent chance to equalise. Dumbarton's search for an equaliser continued into the second half. Finlay Gray with a chance on the half turn, which was well blocked by Lee Hamilton. But the next big chance would come to the home side. Clyde awarded a penalty on 68 minutes after a foul on Craig Howie. Goalscorer Rennie stepped up to the plate and tucked away his second of the afternoon to double Clyde's advantage. Rennie grabbing his 10th in all competitions this season. Chances would come and go for Dumbarton, but no one able to find the net. Ryan Blair sending this one over the top. The home side would find themselves down to 10 men in the 93rd minute, when striker Allen was shown a second yellow and subsequent red card. But Clyde hung on for a massive victory on home turf.
Peggy heads it on for Barrett. With Lyon chasing, keeps hold of it, tries to release Osadilla. And a foot race against Miller. Osadilla squares it. Murdoch touches it into the path of Ross Gray. Now Lee Curry. Lines it up, Gray's touch. Ross Gray. Can somebody turn it goalward? And what a save from Fleming to deny Lee Curry. Healy. It's a good one. Brian Easton's header. And East 5 take the lead. It was a brilliant delivery from Healy. A lot of height on it, a lot of pace on it. And the header from Brian Easton. Just had to get some good contact on it. It's kept alive by McManus. A combination of Curry and Donald look to get it clear. It's a great tackle from Miller. And this ball falls to Healy. Caught by Kerry Young, and that's a penalty to East 5. Bonnerick Rose don't clear the lines. A comfortable position. Troughton finds the bottom left corner. And in a matter of moments, East 5 have flipped the game on its head. Just as Bonnerick Rose were going into the game, East 5 hit them for 2. Here's Troughton. Followed by Barrett. Osadilla is onside. Smart Osadollah, saved by Fleming. At close range to deny him. Osadollah goes again, and that one's high and over the bar. Curry looking for Young. Young keeps the chance alive. Martinuke. Now Gray. Still Ross Gray. Ross Gray blocked by Page. Second try at it. And the second bite of cherry. Ross Gray can't find the back of the net. Austin up against Peggy. And Austin wins the battle against the fullback. Gives it to Healy. And a big paw at it from Paddy Martin. Barrett forward looking to release Declan Byrne. Byrne gets a touch on it and it's hooked away by Brian Easton. Looking to desperately keep a hold of that clean sheet. East Rifle defended brilliantly today.
Here's a look at the latest standings in Cinch League 2 after the weekend's matches. Stenhousemuir remains 16 clear at the top after a hard-fought point at Borough Briggs. Spartan's dramatic win at Stair Park has them just 1 point behind second place Peterhead, and Clyde reduced the gap between themselves and ninth place Stranraer with a big home win.